Okay, sorry about that, folks. I was trying to rush through. This only allows me to record for 15 minutes. This will be short as I finish this up. My apologies. A lot to get through. So what I was saying here is that, or I was trying to say here, at least, right, is that we need to think about intersectionality when we're thinking about the new ban on abortions, or the overturning of Roe v. Wade specifically, right? And so that what we are looking at here is that the emphasis from the movement has tended to be on women. And that makes a lot of sense. Women are, have abortions, right? But what we need to understand is that women are not the only people that have abortions. Trans men can have abortions. Non-binary and gender non-conforming people can have abortions. It's not just women, right? And so we need to think about what are the specific issues that trans people may face as a result of the overturning of Roe versus Wade. Trans people and queer people as well, right? And so first of all, there's the overturning, abortion rights are about bodily autonomy and self-determination. This is my body. I will decide what I do with it. I get to make decisions about my body. That's self-determination. Right. And so when we're looking at abortion, this is also, somebody telling a person that they're not able to have abortion is not dissimilar from somebody telling people that they can't be trans, right? Because it's about bodily autonomy and self-determination. How do I want to use my body? How do I want to express my body? The argument here is that that is for me to determine, not state policies, not other people. So this is true both in the case of abortion rights as it is true in the case of trans rights, right? Bodily autonomy and self-determination. Well, we also see, you'll watch a couple of videos this week about trans men and trans people and non-binary folks who have what's the word I'm looking for? Who have sought abortions and some of the struggles that they face, right? Many times so for example, oftentimes when a trans male will go into a hospital to give birth, the gender on the birth certificate will be marked as female and they'll be identified as mother rather than male and father, right? And so not being able to access gender neutral or affirming care for your health care is a particular barrier that can really contribute to things like body dysmorphia, depression, anxiety, so on and so forth. The other issue that we're looking at here is the relationship between sexuality and trauma-informed abortion care. I'm about to say something difficult, and so just be prepared for that, and take care of yourself if you need to. But one of the things that we often see is that lesbian women will be targeted for sexual violence, in which sexual violence is positioned as fixing the lesbian. So if I am a man, a cis man, and I see you as a lesbian, and I think that you being a lesbian is wrong, then I can enact sexual violence on you to force you to be straight. That is the idea here, right? And so we're not just looking at, cis women. We're not just looking at straight women, we're looking at trans women and we're looking at queer women as well to understand how the overturning of Roe v. Wade affects different groups in different ways. And from understanding how groups are impacted differently, that's where we can create some solidarity between these groups to create power and grow change, okay? So I hope that's helpful. I hope both of these will be helpful. I hate that I have to post them as two separate ones. Tell the school to buy me Screen Pal and we'll be good, right? So we'll take it from there. Again, you will go through your discussion boards. You can use the PowerPoint presentation, the lecture, as well as the course materials to help you respond to your discussion points this week. What I really want you to think about is how gender is a system. How is gender a system here, right? And how does the abortion ban reinforce that system? We can extend it further. How do the anti-trans bans try to reinforce that system? Which then brings us into our next, in a couple of modules here, why? What does this system do? Why are we trying to enforce this system? Who does it benefit at whose expense? What kind of social order does it create? Okay, hope that's helpful. I'll see you all next week. Take care. Bye-bye.